Hey friends, TUXX here. I want to do a follow-up to my 4 DAP video with a 5 DAP video. These are 5 of my favorite DAPs at different price points, okay? And these have all been unboxed, as a single unboxing video on my channel, so you can check out those videos. I would say never trust any reviewer that says top 5 DAPs and they don't show real DAPs. They're just showing stock photos. That is such BS, guys. You want DAPs to be actually used by the reviewer and not just reading something from YouTube or whatever, or Google or Amazon. So these are all DAPs in real life I've used, and I've unboxed all of them, and they're all great in different ways, okay? And they might be great for you in different ways depending upon your budget and what you're looking for in a digital audio player. So let's dive into these. Okay, I laid them flat here. These DAPs may very well go off during the video due to power saving functions and so on, but I have the boxes for these 4 right behind them. And then of course the Sony one, I've done a lot of reviews on Sony, and you can definitely see that box in my various other videos. It is buried somewhere in a box of DAPs, so I do save my boxes, but every now and then they do get kind of put into a box of miscellaneous stuff, in this case Sony stuff, and I didn't want to take the time to pull it out. But if you're in question about what that box is like, just check out the unboxing video. Okay, starting off here, I'm going to start off with a lesser known one. This is the S7, okay, and this is a DAP I reviewed a while ago, and this DAP is really good, I think, because it's a kind of a simplified DAP. Basically, it's really meant as a great DAP. It has functions like 2 different outputs, which is really nice here. The screen is nice and big. It does have a nice Japanese style dial, nice big numbers, has a nice clicky feel to it, has a nice expensive actual feel to playing with the DAP, which is very good. And of course the sound is excellent as well. This DAP, it is not a Android phone or anything, so it doesn't have some of the functionality of a few of the other ones that are almost more like a cell phone without a SIM chip, but this is just a great little DAP. It is expandable. You have a spot down here for a micro SD card, of course USB-C on the bottom. You got the functions on the side, very easy to use, and a nice big screen too, as you can see. So there's Paramore. This is why, cool song. So anyway, guys, nice little DAP, feels good in your hand, easy to click. About the only thing which I'd said in the video, and this is common with some DAPs, is that with the buttons on this side, if you're driving, okay, and let's say you're at a stoplight, I don't want to get hate emails or comments about you shouldn't be playing with your DAP while you're driving. If you're at a stoplight and you have this in the car, okay, and you're clicking like the buttons on top here, you can't see the screen. I wish companies would think about that. I do like the design on back. I will mention that too. You can see the light reflecting off it. Very cool. I wish it was possible to have the buttons on this side so you could see the screen as you're pressing the buttons and not have to maybe be upside down like someone suggested and trying to hit it that way. So anyway, guys, great sounding DAP. Kind of a simplified DAP, and just a really good build as a whole, like very impressive, and not the biggest price point either. And this one you can find on sale. I will have links for all of these DAPs, the S7 through the Sony here, all of them right below. So be sure and click that link to get yours at the very best price, okay? The second DAP on my little list here is this Ritsu, and this is one which has gotten a lot of attention on my channel. In fact, I would say that this one has probably gotten maybe the most hits, with the exception of maybe the Sony NWA-306. A lot of interest in this small little player internationally. This is a great little player that kind of resembles to me a little bit of like an earlier like mini iPod or something. Ritsu made great players, as you know. You'll see a lot of them reviewed on my channel, and I'm a big fan for sure. But I really like the build of it. It feels very quality. I like the small size of it. It could be perfect for slipping into a backpack or a pocket while you travel, that kind of thing. There's a time and a place for big DAPs and small DAPs, and if you're looking for a small DAP, this could very well fit the bill with some great sound, very affordable, great price point, and really full featured. Ritsu are good about putting a lot of the features of their more expensive DAPs into their less expensive DAPs. So this is one where I am a fan of this. I would recommend it, especially if you're looking for a small DAP. And it does actually have a speaker too, so you can actually play music out of the speaker here in the bottom. So very good stuff. We'll put that to the side here. Next up is this one here, this Pisu, okay? And this one here is also kind of a lesser known one. And this one stands out because it has Apple Music, as you can see. Some of these DAPs do not natively easily have Apple Music, and this one right out of the box, it is ready to go. So if you're looking for something that plays Apple Music, that's not an Apple product, okay, maybe making a transition from Apple products to non-Apple products, okay, you're breaking the chain of the Apple the Apple chains on you. You want to try something different, you know, that's not Apple. This might be a good stepping stone to other DAPs or whatever, because you can easily use Apple Music on it, which I know a lot of people commented on, and they like that a lot. It's a great sounding DAP. Great features, all the things you'd expect as far as, you know, headphones, built-in speaker, really good stuff. The buttons are nice. It's a good, clean looking DAP. It's a good player, and it's, again, not real expensive, okay? And next up here is Surfans. Of course, over the years, I've gotten a lot of comments about Surfans, especially the F28, which is kind of a classic player. I'm sorry, it looks like the batteries are really low on this right now. I've just used this recently, so it hasn't been charged. But this is a really great DAP. I do like the Japanese style wheel up top. It is clicky. It does feel a little bit looser, not in a bad way. It just feels nice and loose compared to like the S7 here, okay? And you'll notice there is some similarities in appearance to it too, as far as the gold, the black, that kind of thing. And Surfans have been known for some great products, and this succeeds. Okay, there's the F20, okay, which is their classic player, which I still love a lot. You can see my other videos, unboxing videos and stuff. Love Surfans, but then they released the F35, which I have an unboxing video for in my queue as well, which is kind of a rare player, but it did disappoint in a lot of ways, to be perfectly honest. Now, this is kind of like their big comeback, the F28, so it's very interesting. It went from like F20 to F35 to F28, you know? So they're kind of going in a weird order there, which I don't quite understand that, but I do understand this DAP plays great music. It's a great value. And with Surfans, you know you're getting some quality you can trust too, which is really good. Again, all these Surfans are various price points. I think the smaller one is a little bit cheaper than the other ones. I will have current prices for all of these down below, and they do go on sale sometimes too, or the prices fluctuate a little bit. So I always try and have the most recent price down below for you, like the best price available right below. So be sure and click that link. But I do like Surfans a lot. And then finally here is the Sony NWA-306, which is kind of the monster in the room. This is kind of the big bad boy of these particular DAPs. Now, this one is the most expensive, although it's not really the biggest DAP out of these 5 DAPs. This is definitely the most expensive DAP, clocking in about $350, but you can get it on sale now. It's been out for a while, and you can get that for about $300, so that's a really good value. The downside to this wonderful Sony DAP is the fact that, at least in the US and UK, it does have a volume limiter on it, okay? So with the right earbuds, like Sony's earbuds, for example, you know, you can get some great music, and you're not going to feel like you're depriving yourself of volume. It sounds good and loud, okay? You're not going to rupture your eardrums, you know, but it is honestly nice and loud. They've done some updates, firmware updates, and it has improved the quality, or not really the quality, but the volume rather, of the player. And the quality has always never been in question. Like, the great thing about this player and why this got so much notoriety is largely because when they put this out, they really shook the system up by putting features of their $1,200 plus DAPs into a small $350 DAP. So you're going to have some amazing technology. You're going to have the best sound filtering out of all these DAPs in the Sony. You know, they have the vinyl processor. They have all sorts of things in here. AI upscaling, all sorts of great stuff. And although you can really enjoy high definition quality music, and we're talking like FLAC files and up, I'm talking DSF files, that kind of thing. You can get high quality music coming out of all of these. The Sony one is probably the best sounding in my opinion, okay? Although they all sound really good. And some of these other ones, like the F28, might be a little louder actually than the Sony. But as far as the actual quality of sound, I think the Sony is probably the best, although the volume is not the best. So if you're planning on actually using some larger audiophile headphones, like big cans on your ears, that kind of thing, it's going to be a thing where you might need to have a headphone amplifier, okay, to get full enjoyment out of those larger or higher ohm earbuds. You know, you need that actual, you know, either earbuds in your monitors or actual headphones. You're going to need a amp to actually get the most out of it. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, just let me know. But they're all great players. If I was picking one of these, boy, that is a tough one. If I was flying, and I'm going to New York very soon in the next few days, I would pick this one here, I think, or this one. One of these two. I'd probably go with the Sony one. This one is a little bit louder, maybe, but this one, you really got that quality feature. But if size is an issue, This one is the best little guy to take on planes and trains and buses and car rides. It's so small, very convenient to fit into like the smallest little nook and cranny on your backpack, which is really nice. This one here I love a lot, and I love the way it has this option to have a headphone, like a cord, and this did not come with it. Someone did spot what this is. If you know what this is, let me know, okay? I'll tell you if you're correct or not, see if you can guess it. But this little bungee here does help a lot, because I have dropped this on a plane before, and if this is sliding from first class back, it is a problem. Like, you may just lose your DAP. It's going to be a huge pain to get it from underneath the seats, from, you know, have a stewardess help you or whatever. So it's really important, I think, that if you're loving music on the plane like I do, and kind of maybe nodding off a little bit, and this is sliding out of your hand, that's ever loosening. I don't know if you ever fell asleep looking at your cell phone or something and it fell on you and woke you up. It's very much like that situation where you can get nice and relaxed, you're falling asleep on a plane, and then all of a sudden, clunk, you hear it, or you feel it drop out, the weight drop out of your hand, and you're like, oh, dang, this is not good. This is not a good situation, because it could be anywhere at that point. But this can save you from that, is my point, okay? All right, friends, what's your favorite DAPS? I'm really curious. Let me know what you guys are using. Shoot me an email at tuxtoys@gmail.com, or put a comment down below. I appreciate all you guys watching my videos, and I'll have some more new DAPS coming up. But I just wanted to review another little 4-pack, or in this case, I guess, a 5-pack of my favorite DAPS. People ask why this one was not in my previous video, and I kind of was going to put it in, but then I thought, oh, I'll keep it for... And this one I decided, okay, we'll go ahead and do the 5. You know, we'll do 5. But anyway, high definition music, huge win. Summertime, going to the beach, taking trips, that kind of thing. You want to have tunes. You want them to sound great too. So that's where HD music really comes in. It's definitely a step above and beyond what you get with your, you know, Samsung phone, Apple phone, or whatever. Now, of course, with any music setup, any DAP, the 3 most important things to always remember, you know, is to A, have a quality player that is capable of playing HD music. Not all players are the same. Listening to music on a standard old Samsung phone or old Apple iPhone or whatever is not going to be the same experience, the great experience, as listening to music on a high quality DAP. But that alone isn't good enough. You need to have next a good music file. And I'm talking at least FLAC, but even more so, maybe a DSS or DFF file to hear that wonderful HD music, all those little things that you missed hearing on regular music, you know, those little extra little, the high note, you know, a little cowbell, like the guitar screeching the pick just a little bit that you never heard before, but it's always been in the music. It's such a magic moment when you listen to a song which you've listened to 1,000 times before, and you hear something new, you know, especially for bands like, let's say, Nirvana, where the artist, the singer is dead. You know, like, it's great being able to hear something new, you know, and even going back to older recordings like classic rock and things like that, a lot of those were recorded in a very good fashion, much higher quality than what you get on a standard cassette tape or even a CD or something. There's more data in those original master tapes that do translate very well to HD music, so you hear things that you've never heard before. And then final, you know, is you got to have the right earbuds or headphones. They have to be high quality, but they don't have to be super expensive. Sometimes going overboard and getting like a, you know, $1,000 plus pair of earbuds or audiophile headphones is not the right answer. Maybe it'll be too high in ohms, too much resistance. You need a higher powered, like, you know, amp or something to listen to it properly. So you want to make sure you have a, you know, great quality pair, the right pair of quality earbuds or headphones for your player, you know, that works with the power source you have here. So anyway, guys, that's it, guys. Just wanted to go through some of these with you real quick. I'm always curious what your favorite DAPs are. Be sure and write me at tuxtoys@gmail.com. Love to hear what you're listening to. Love to hear what your favorite file formats are. And I'd love to hear what players you're using too. I'm very curious about that, okay? And of course, again, links for all these players are right below. So if you want to help support the channel, click those links, and I appreciate it. And you guys have a good one, all right? Enjoy your summer. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Click the links.
Thank you.